Hello there, Lynx here, and welcome to my love. Another episode. That's right, of a mouthful of a title. Welcome to Chichester 2, Part 2. No extra regrets for the future. These do be like anime titles as of late. Anyway, we are after work at the office, I guess, or during. Let's find out. And done. At last. Not a moment too soon either. Perfect tempo of work. That's how you also avoid additional work. Never knew how many reports had to be made out for even the most trivial of incidents. What's worse, aside from the wrist pain, it's also demanding of my time. Don't mind me. Fortunately now for it's lunchtime. I hear there's a new tea shop in town. Be worth checking out if... Come in. Excuse me? Yes, what can I do for... I don't remember seeing you before. Do you have a reason for being here? Oh, yeah, I do. Are you Xavier? No, sorry, you've got the wrong person there. His office is further down this floor. You can miss it. What do you want from him anyway? For anyway? Whatever. I've got an interview with him. What interview? Oh. Wait, didn't we have a different boss now that I think about it in the previous games? And he was kinda nasty. I guess he's not around anymore. And that's good. It's for the position of... Hang on. Got the notice here. Let's see. Oh yeah. Personal secretary to someone called... Arthur? Okay, that's me. I've been asking for help for ages, but no one told me interviews were taking place. Something is fishy about this. I'm going to have to call Stand down. And that's an order. Xavier, what's going on? You've been wanting extra help, haven't you? That's what I'm helping with. No pun intended. You never told me. I didn't want to get your hopes up if it didn't work out. I should have at least been able to sit in on the interviews. Come on, man. You've been working your socks off for the past few months. I didn't want to add to the workload. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, I've been pushing myself. Besides, Emily here is actually the only candidate. It would be a waste of time for everyone if we had formal interviews. Okay, that's an interesting approach. I mean, I guess it also depends on the company, like... In some, I guess you go through one interview. In some, you go through many, to be fair. Like, at the place I'm at now, I went through... I mean, typically phone call, right? So, like, first interview there from HR department. Second, also HR department, but like face-to-face for... It was a freaking... wait, was it Zoom? No, it wasn't Zoom. It was something else, but whatever. Teams. Or Google Hangout, whatever. Third one I had with my, at first, supposed like director, because I was supposed to be in the different department at all. And another person from the same department. I actually don't know what her position is, whatever. But they are like 2 on 1, right? So that's 3. And then the 4th one with where I'm actually at. So yeah, the head of the department I ended up in the end. So freaking 4 interviews for one company. I mean, I guess it depends on the company, right? But well, I would say I'm glad where I ended. Anyway, unless something really bad happens. By the way, I probably will later talk about it in some video, but there are things that need to be done first. Anyway, unless something really bad happens, she'll be the one for you. What do you mean? But I should have... As I said, you've been busy. Everything should be finalized today, so why don't you get some fresh air and then come back to a stress-free office? Okay. Idiot. Get into my office before he comes back and has another winch. I'm here, Mom. What? Good. Arthur isn't around, is he? No, Mom. According to his itinerary, he won't be back until... That explains the reason Arthur has been so cranky lately. Well, at least I won't need to rush. Do you remember how to pick locks? Don't worry, Mom. I've got a copy of his front door keys. Managed to get a duplicate set cut before Arthur unreasonably ended my employment and demanded his spare set of keys back. I can come and go as I please. Yeah, the weird thing is, why the heck is the lights in his house constantly on? Right? No wonder he has the money in the end. I literally have the lights on when I'm recording. Otherwise, no. Arthur did have good reason to end things, Grendel. Taking his side. No, I'm not Grendel. But you started a wildlife sanctuary in his home. Especially without telling him first. But all those animals were cold and lonely. They needed somewhere safe to stay. Arthur doesn't live with anyone, so I thought he could do with the company. Plus, I thought it was a good money-making scheme. People would be queuing up to see exotic animals in a nowhere near exotic location. Yeah. I feel like you would need some kind of license for it. I'm not exactly sure, like how it works, like around the world and so on. But I think in Poland at least you need that. I mean, at least that's what a friend of mine told me, because he has an exotic animal, the second one. Previously it was a spider, now it's a snake, and dude, I'm not going into that house. But yeah, apparently you need a permission, a license or whatever, to have such an animal here. I wonder if Grendel got all of those papers. Maybe they don't need that in Chichester for. Wait, we are technically not in Chichester, are we? Chichester was like the vacation part, right? Anyway, we are in somewhere in America. It was even in one of the screens. Unfortunately, he wasn't exactly pleased with your idea, was he? No, Mom. I had a very annoyed phone call from him. Apparently you left your phone there. Not my fault. One of the animals grabbed it from me. Do we really need to have another discussion about security? No, Mom. Good. It was a good job Arthur didn't do anything with your phone. Otherwise we may have had problems. It was passcode protected, Mom. I'll let you think about that for a moment. Eh? Grendel thing? Seems like your passcode has been broken. Oh! Precisely. Fortunately, I managed to persuade him not to do anything rash. During our rather long and extremely one-sided conversation, Arthur mentioned a few times that you ate something belonging to him. Namely, I mean pizza. I haven't had a pizza in so long for... No, wait, I actually had one this year. Just one. God damn it, just one. Trying to live healthy sucks. Also because of braces, okay? And I apparently am not allowed to bite into crust, or I don't remember. Basically, I avoid pizza because that's what the orthodontist told me to do. But then again, I mean, actually biting into pizza is a pain with the braces on. Anyway, or into anything really. So basically, you need to cut it really into small pieces. Anyway, but he said I could. So, you're going to watch your third 48-hour Dr. Not Nice Against the World marathon, then third 40... What? That's wonderful. You couldn't have chosen a finer program. Unfortunately, I can't be with you to watch it as well, as I'm working at my stupid organization that couldn't pin a tail on a donkey. However, to make up for it, please eat my pizza. It would only go to waste otherwise, and I wouldn't want to see you go hungry. Arthur didn't exactly say that, did he? For he clearly is not me, given that he had clearly frozen pizza. No. No, we are not getting this. Only pizza from the place. Frozen? No. No, Mom, he didn't. Arthur didn't elaborate on why he mentioned food, but I expect it was important. Hey, what's this in my section of the fridge? Ah. Forgot to tell you earlier, but that's something I'm going to have to eat tomorrow. What is it? It's a pizza. I'm sure I will enjoy. No, it's not yours. But it's on my shelf, therefore it's mine. It's on there because I can't fit it in anywhere else. Huh? It's for my tea tomorrow. For my tea tomorrow. What? It's the only thing I could afford. Okay. Okay. What's the price of a frozen pizza in Poland? Okay, this is the closest store, so... The closest store that is a German store. That's right, Polish guy supporting German industry. Why are you not showing me what I want? Okay, open. Yeah, agree, whatever. Okay, we have something here. I mean, I guess it's not very expensive, right, compared to something that you would order, but still, I'm gonna say that it's better to order. Okay, so at the moment it's 650 per one, I think. Yeah, per one, because it's per one. All right, 650 per one, and if I were to order a pizza, let's see the smallest one. Okay, 2150. So a bit more expensive. 3 times basically. A little bit above 3 times, like I don't know, 3.1 times, but Still for, I mean, let's face it, it's better than the frozen crap from the market. Anyway. But it's my section. I need something for tonight's anime capital letter. Marathon. What? Not another stupid Dr. Wiffle Waffle and his deranged goon gang marathon. That'll be the third this week. Wait. Is she making like... Wait, the third this... Holy crap. How is she managing that? No. You still haven't recovered from the previous two and you look absolutely terrible. You haven't slept in days and you're swaying all over the place. I'll make up for some sort of bed upstairs for you and then... Oh no, not again. I'll keep telling you it's Doctor Not Nice against the world. Goes in one ear and out the other. To be honest, I don't remember the title as well. You'll never be as wonderful as I am if you can't remember a simple name like that. We'll discuss that later on, but in the meantime, give me my snacks. So this is a pizza then? Pizza is not a snack. Yeah, it doesn't look very tasty. Looks very boring, but might make a suitable pre-anime snack. Let's find out. That was certainly different. Very blunt, very cold too. Arthur should thank me for saying... Did you not put it into the oven? Oh my god. Arthur should thank me for saving him from turning into an ice cube. Well, better get the main course ready for the main event. I hope you remember to get everything I ordered you to, Arthur. It should be in this cupboard. Why do you have to put everything so high up? You make me do work to get my food. Ah, that's better. Now let's see what we've got. Happy fest time. Food, here I come. What? Whoa, what's this? Apples? Bananas? Tins of pineapple? That's pretty good. Where are my chocolate cookies? Chocolate bars? Ginger cakes? My golden syrup pancakes? Wait, pancakes in a fridge as well? What? Whatever. What are you trying to do to me, Arthur? Kill me? I could be allergic to this fruit stuff. Ah, there must be something good here. Ah, what's this? Triple chocolate cake mixed with marshmallow pieces? Make me this, Arthur. Meanwhile, I'm on the ground like... Oh yeah, forgot. He's going to be out for quite some time. I don't want this anyway. What else is here? Oh my god, I remember you. I don't remember your voice at all. Like, whatever. Excuse me, my good lady. Huh? Eh? What hell are you? I'm your imagination, brought on my chronic insomnia, which in turn was brought on by too much binge watching a certain TV program. You're beginning to sound like my mother. Or him. Too much TV watching isn't good for you. You've lost sleep, you're not looking great, and... Blah, blah, blah. Dr. Not Nice Case to more deserves and needs my full support each week. Huh? Shall we move on? Would be a good idea. So why have you suddenly appeared in this tiny kitchen? This is not a tiny kitchen. I'm so happy you asked. If you have a few minutes, I was wondering whether you would be willing to talk about... cake mix. Huh? Cake mix? Yeah, cake mix. Specifically, triple chocolate cake mix with marshmallow pieces. As mentioned on the cake packet that you were holding, it also just happens to have a picture of me on the front.
Huh? So you are? How weird is this going to get? It's not. Everything is going to be eminently sensible.
I'm a hummingbird. I'm a hummingbird.
Sorry, that just popped into my head. Anyway, you want to try this cake mix, don't ya? Yeah, but I've got no one to make it for me. Arthur is going to be unconscious for a good few hours, and I don't have time to make it before Dr. Not Nice Against the World starts.
What are you talking about? Didn't you bring the DVDs?
Actually, your favorite show started hours ago. Your perception of time is, to put it bluntly, completely shot. Huh? But look on the bright side, you now have plenty of time to be able to create this lovely cake yourself. Myself? But I have other people to do all my work. But think of the bragging rights if you made this cake. Yourself. But the instructions would be complicated. Nonsense. Here at Fake Cake Fairy, we pride ourselves on creating not only mouth-watering cakes, but foolproof instructions as well. On the back, we don't live up to your expectations. I should point out that any refunded money isn't yours, as you never bought the cake mix yourself. I'll get the money anyway, somehow. The instructions are so simple, even your friend could follow them, all without making one single mistake. Arthur isn't my friend, he's my... I would say... my underling.
No, I'm not.
Very well then, even your underling would be able to follow the instructions all without you needing to help him. That's simple, huh? Why not find out yourself? I will.
Did she burn the kitchen? Or the house?
There, it's now ready to eat. Yay, now to get stuck in. I would like to point out that before a cake is cut, our fans usually like to perform a certain ritual. What's that? Unfortunately, I have no time left to tell you. Remember when I said you were suffering from insomnia? Well, that's about to change as tiredness has finally caught up with you and you're about to pass out. Huh? Oh, and the idea is to put the mixture in a bowl along with eggs, oil and water, and not eat directly from the packet. So it went a bit wrong then. Yeah, you could say that. See, this is why... Oh, my head. I need a drink. And some aspirin.
Wait, until I get my hands on that girl. I'm gonna end her. Kind of. What the hell has been going on in the kitchen? Grendel, what are you doing on the floor? Grendel? Grendel! You were very lucky, Grendel. Fortunately, nothing serious came out of it, because Arthur succinctly kept everything quiet. There was certainly nothing quiet about him when he contacted me for... Listen, sometimes I'm able to break out of the peaceful mind. Sometimes. This was one of those times. I think you could hear him shouting a mile away. I've never been so embarrassed in my life.
Sorry, Mom.
It's in the past now. Just hope you've learned your lesson. Anyway, shall we move on? You do know what we're going to do here?
Yes, Mom. Survey the house. And then tomorrow, whilst Arthur is out, I'll get some people in to place bags around this place.
Huh? Why? Please don't do that. Why would you think of that? Sounds like a terrible idea. Please don't do that.
Gather more information before deciding my next step.
Good plan, good plan. I would like to make one slight addition for... Just one. When I brought Arthur back home from him kindly helping with your homework,
I did, of course, have a very thorough look around the place. During the process, I came across something very interesting.
What do you mean? What did you find?
What was that? I want to keep you in suspense until you've done your bits. Let me know when you're finished, and I'll tell you then. Bye for now. Wonder what she's on about.
Yeah, I wonder what she's on about. I don't really hide anything, so...
And the 27 in the kitchen makes a total of 1,024, Mom.
Huh?
That sounds reasonable. Being so small, he will have a hard time finding them.
There are so many that... What?
Assuming, of course, he realizes that they are there. So what do you want to show me? If you take a look at the back of the closet in his bedroom, you will find an old journal.
No, you won't. I never had a journal.
Hang on. Huh, seems that he isn't exactly fashion cautious.
I've heard it before.
Blue shirt, blue tie, and a grey suit.
Yeah, that's not me. I only wear black suits. Not gonna lie.
It's so sad when there are 10 identical items.
Ooh. Interesting. The yawn returns. Sorry.
I suspect practicality is more important for him than passion, Grendel. Not everyone places fashion as highly as you. Anyway, did you find it? Yes! This is a journal? Yeah, I think he must have forgotten all about it when he moved in here. I don't think you'll miss it if you took it and perhaps read it? What's in it? Don't worry, it's all harmless. Just perhaps more information about what to do with Arthur if you want further your relationship. Anyway, must go. Governments don't destabilize themselves. So this was written by Arthur himself.
It wasn't.
Didn't see him as someone who did these sorts of things.
What are you talking about?
But he has surprised me a lot already, so... What can we learn from this?
To not take someone's journals? Oh boy, 12 years ago, journal entry. Holy crap. Oh my god, that's a lot of text. Alright. To whomever, hell, it would probably be my older self. It's been 3 years. It's been 3 months since the release of our last computer game, and to say sales were underwhelming would be an understatement. Wait, 12 years ago you were working in that computer company? Interesting. Archie Baker's plan to retire early had now gone to pot, although if he doesn't stop hitting his head on his desk, he'll be permanently retired. It was long after the release that the news everyone had been dreading after the appealing game sales found its way onto the staff notice board. Redundancies will be made, whilst a new, more mainstream game was to be developed with fewer people and resources. With barely a week's notice, people left, and the new game started its planning stages. 3 months later, a working prototype was up and running, and somehow managed to find its way into the hands of the gaming press, who subsequently decided to denounce it completely. This news didn't go down well either. Aside from trying to find out who leaked the game, which ended up pretty much a witch hunt, more people left and morale sank further. It was during this time that I was called to Archie's office. having just completed the now very quick coffee round. There, besides the anxious Archie, which was now common, were two men I hadn't seen before, and to be honest, were a type no one would ever want to meet. One was dressed in a stereotypical chic black suit, correct color, and tie, and sporting a well-built body, whilst the other decided to break with convention and go all purple. That's not a good choice, matching his hair with his suit. His hair. He has purple hair. This one wasn't at all as athletic as his partner. My initial thoughts were that perhaps these two were just lost members of a comedy troupe, but when Archie gladly excused himself and left without looking at me, my thoughts turned to more serious reasons for them to be here. Okay. Were they from FBI, CIA, NSA, or even the IRS? The latter being even more worrying than the former three, as I thought I had filled in the last year tax form correctly, and I certainly couldn't afford any financial penalties. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? The government knows how much you pay, but you have to freaking find out yourself how much you have to pay. It's so stupid. So dumb. Anyway, after a short pause, one of the two men took out a piece of paper, slammed it down the desk, and invited me to look at it. Whilst appearing to superficially be about my life, up until this very moment it did contain numerous errors, both minor and major. Just as I was about to point them out, the lesbian character spoke. How much do you love this country? Not at all. Not really such a sudden and unwanted question elicited the only possible response. A blunt, a lot, not at all, which seemed to please the two gentlemen. Not at all, in my case. The other person then started spouting some what I originally thought was nonsense about America and the world being in danger of being subjugated by... to be honest, I had switched off at this point, not wanting to give any credence to the tale being told, so I can't really remember what was said. No doubt it wasn't important anyway. Finding a suitable time to interrupt the burly man's speech, I made my excuses and left as quickly as possible. Telling a colleague along the way that I was going home, I left the building and that weird conversation behind me, never expecting to see those two jokers again. How wrong I was! Taking the usual cross-town subway from my small flat, I arrived at work to the astonishment and concern of the few remaining people in the development team. Book. Wondering what was going on, someone turned on the wall-mounted TV to a rolling news broadcast. Apparently, I had just missed being caught in an explosion that destroyed practically the whole of my home city. With that news report saying it had been a terrorist attack by an unknown group, and that the death count was high and the injury count even higher, the only thought that preoccupied my mind was, where on earth am I going to sleep? Then I heard a tapping on Archie's window. Turning round, the two visitors from yesterday made their presence known. One was smirking and the other beckoning with a finger, as would a naughty child. Almost as soon as I entered Archie's office, they asked the same question as they did yesterday and repeated it over and over, occasionally changing things with a mixture of lecturing, hectoring, and an irritating push towards blind patriotism. After all, who would want to avenge those lost? I mean, who cares about the neighbors? These idiots certainly know how not to make friends. My answer to the intimidation didn't please them one little bit, and I suppose in any other situation they would have shown how much the answer was disliked. Despite misgivings, however, I agreed that no such an indecent shouldn't be allowed to happen again, and that's when they dropped their bombshell. Snapping a piece of paper attached to a clipboard down Archie's desk, and shoving pen in my hand, the pink-haired one just said, "Sign," whilst the other enthused about the good work I could do in making sure no other cities suffered the same fate as mine. I signed. They never did say why I was chosen, and I often wonder whether they had chosen the correct person. Perhaps in a few years I will know. Whatever the reason, I just hope we all made the right decision. Archie did mention before I left that the position would always be available if I ever want to come back. However, from the look he gave me, it was obviously a suggestion they had no desire to keep, which was just as well. It was made very clear that my new post was a job for life. Unfortunately. Besides, I don't see this place lasting more than a year at most. How wrong I was. Anyway, I said goodbye to my programming job, my old life, and my old name. And hello to the Phoenix Custodians. I think this is a good moment to end the episode. We'll find out more in the next one tomorrow. Hope to see you there. And I wish you guys a wonderful day.